Hello, Void. How you doing? Phoebe Rizzo back, and okay, I kind of fell off the train there for a little bit, but not entirely my fault. So, doing the whole 31 Days of Horror thing, still color that a success. My video recording on there was delayed. I actually was out of state for a little more than a week, and most of my recording equipment was left behind. So, as to that, wasn't able to record for a while. Had a couple left that I hadn't posted, but most of my stuff for that just wasn't even around, so I kind of got delayed on there. So, apologies. I'm going to try to be getting those up as soon as possible. Next, hello, Void, and everyone who's now watching and listening from the Void. I've been seeing your comments, subscriptions, and I'm flattered that people are actually paying attention. So, hello and welcome, and thanks for sticking around. Yeah. Anyone who is watching, I do take requests also. If there's a movie you want me to examine, comment on, or say, just post it, and I'll get to it. I literally will watch anything. Better or worse, on it. Okay, so back on trying to get through my 31 days of horror with watching old favorites and Ginger Snaps. Been a long time since I've revisited the Ginger Snaps series. One of the better werewolf entries in the last, I don't know how many years, because this one came out a while ago now. Doesn't feel like that long, but it was quite a while. I ended up watching two of my favorite werewolf films this month, and we already gave a great send-up to Dog Soldiers. Now, Ginger Snaps. Okay, so Ginger Snaps came out in 2000. Wow, 23 years ago. This one's a Canadian film. So, two sisters, Ginger and Bridget, are the weirdos in school. They're a gothic, have a death fixation, and are enjoying being the odd ones out. To the point where they make like death pictures of themselves for a school project. Weird stuff. Well, meanwhile, going around town, a bunch of dogs and pets have been killed by the Beast. Beast of I can never remember the city. Something Downs. It sounded very werewolfy. Anyway, they end up going out at night just to try to mess with one of their bullies, and end up being attacked by the monster, which turns out it's a werewolf. Ginger gets savaged quite a bit. Then werewolf trying to escape for it. Werewolf gets plowed by a car, and then film goes from there as Ginger is slowly transforming, and Bridget's doing everything she can to help. But Ginger may not actually want help, as she's changing in more ways than the physical, and seems to be enjoying some of the attention she's getting. So, Ginger Snaps is very allegorical. It's a puberty movie at its heart, as Ginger is just getting her first period right before the Beast attacks her, so it's a very strange coming of age, and the changes that are coming through your body are a little different in this one, as Ginger's growing a tail and getting hair in strange places. Just different places. And she is also becoming more promiscuous and more than outgoing, and it's just causing a rift between her much quieter sister, Bridget. Meanwhile, the local drug dealer, not only a person that one of their bullies had been dating in the past, but the person who plowed down the werewolf is trying to figure out what the heck's going on because, well, he's the creature he plowed down. He's not. He thinks it's he referred to it as a lycanthrope right off because there are some oddities there, and when Bridget confides in him that someone's turning into a werewolf, makes it think it's her. He tries to help brew up a cure using his pharmacy knowledge. So, They're trying to figure out what's real based on werewolf mythology and what's fake because, well, didn't need a silver bullet, you just needed a truck to kill it, but, and what else is going on? Meanwhile, Bridget's passing werewolfism around as an STD and is continuing to change while their parents are becoming suspicious as, well, a few bodies are turning up also as Bridget's becoming more erratic and uncontrollable. Or, sorry, Ginger's becoming more erratic and uncontrollable. So, the movie's got a weird amount of heart for such a. Where the characters are so goth and death fixated. And that's how the family is dealing with these revelations. How far a mother will go, how far a sister will go. There's a lot of themes at play here. And a lot of it works pretty well. My one question actually only comes to when you take the sequel into account, because essentially they're using Monkshood as a variation of Wolfsbane to essentially inject to try to stay the cure. And when Ginger, while it may not be working on Ginger because of how far gone she is, they don't really get a chance to properly test it. Bridget's using it on herself after she gets exposed, and she used it on the person that Ginger banged to see about turning him back. Seems to work on him. We learn in a sequel, cure is only like temporary, so I don't know if that ever addresses what happened to that horny kid who's running around now as a werewolf. Not sure on that. It's been a long time since I've seen the sequel. Maybe they do. Minor nitpick. For me, this one's another highly rated one for me. I was wondering how well it would hold up, but the creature effects, very practical, very well done, except for like maybe a little bit of CG with the early version of the Beast, but for the most part, overall holds up very well. Ginger Snaps, for me, give it an 8 MacGuffins. So, thank you for joining me, Void, and I hope to keep seeing people around, and I'm going to be keeping at this for a long time coming. I have a massive backlog and a massive amount of movies in my personal collection also that I've yet to review. I've done about 500 some videos to this point. My collection, and some of them aren't even my collection. My personal collection is over 2,000. I'll be here a while, and I hope you all join me. Well, thank you, Void. Divvy Rizzo, signing out for today, and see you soon.